Perfume can be a form of resistance, whether that's the literal use of perfume bottles during times of war or the statement you make by choosing a certain type of fragrance for the image that you project to the world. Let's talk a bit about how perfume and scent has been used as a method of resistance throughout history. Leonardo da Vinci invented a stink bomb that would be launched with arrows, because of course he did, and he even dabbled in perfumery, and one of his recipes was for human excrement and urine to be kept in a glass jar under a pile of manure for a month that would then be used in his stink bomb machine. During the Qing dynasty, they would use stink pots to throw at the British during the Opium Wars. The pots would be filled with gunpowder, sulfur, and other malodorants. In 1972, during the presidential campaign of Edmund Muskie, stink bombs were set off during the Florida primaries. During the First and Second World Wars, perfume bottles were used to transport invisible ink. Any missives from spies like Matahari would be sprayed with perfume before being sent off because the scent was a way to mask the scent of other scents, like residue from gunpowders or even poisons. On the other end of stink, the idea of a perfume bomb is basically a stink bomb, but instead of malodorant, the idea is to use the smell of cheap perfume. During the Second World War, Catherine Dior, sister to fashion designer Christian Dior, was a member of the French resistance who transported messages before her capture. She was tortured and sent to a concentration camp that she barely survived. When she returned, Christian Dior didn't recognize her because she looked like a scarecrow, and she'd been given a welcome home bouquet of lilacs, and they said, as the lilacs fell from inert hands, the flowers made a purple carpet on the platform, and the perfume of the trampled flowers mixed with the stench of illness and dirt. She would later go on to be a flower farmer, helping to supply flowers to the Dior perfumery side of the business, and Dior's first fragrance, Miss Dior, was named in honor of Catherine. Now let's talk about scent resistance and the everyday person. Perfume is an armor that you can use to project the image that you want the world to see, and can even have a positive impact on your mental health. Good smells make you happy, aromatherapy and all. You can also use unpleasant smells to keep people away from you. On a personal note, I want to talk to you about something that I've seen a lot in the 12 years that I've been a perfumer. I can't tell you how many times women will come to my booth at a trade show or come into my shop and just absolutely fall in love with a perfume. She lights up, she's smiling, she can't stop sniffing her wrist. It's like she's just said yes to the dress. Then a husband, a partner, boyfriend, whoever it is, he'll come over and he'll make an obnoxious face, or he'll say something rude, and they always make it a snide, like jokey type of thing, like, okay, sure, you want to smell like that, whatever that may be. I've even heard men say that the perfume that their wife loves smells like cheap hooker. And every time that happens, that light that I saw in her face, it just completely drains. And it's never, oh, you're right, it does smell like that. It's always, oh, you really think so? But I love it. I think it smells nice. And usually the man will continue to tease her about how bad he thinks it is. Which, by the way, I hate having to be the observer of these conversations because I always get so ragey and I don't even care. I will tell the woman that his opinion does not matter. Okay, I digress. I get not wanting to buy a perfume that your partner doesn't like, but guess what? Your partner isn't around you all the time. You can wear it when you're not out together. If it makes you happy and makes you feel good, get the perfume. I can always tell the men who are confident and secure in the relationship because they will say, hey, I'm not into this, but if it makes you happy, you should get it. I'm speaking to all the women right now. The point I'm trying to make is that men do not have our best interest at heart. If you need a not all men in there, sure. But to all of us who are women or who identify as women, you do not need to appeal to anyone but yourself. You do not need to please anyone but yourself. Follow for my perfume history and maybe some more perfume pep talks.